Hello, 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 hello. So, this is another episode of the Inner Word Minute. And my name is Marvelyn Brown. I want to thank you for being with us today. We're going to cover some information that I think will really help a lot of people and hopefully clear up some confusion about mailing lists. So, mailing lists are one of the most important ways to build an online business. However, a lot of times they're overlooked. And so I think a lot of times we get confused because we're all part of someone's mailing list. We've all signed up for something that we were interested in. We become a subscriber and we get regular emails from various businesses. However, when we start a business as a business person, this tool is not being utilized the way that it should be. So I want to talk about that today. And then I'm going to go through, if you followed the Inner Word Minute before, you know that I always create a list of notes. And then I also have a free resource for you. So I'm going to give you this free resource at the end that will give you the ability to get more information and implement some of the things that we talked about. So let's go ahead and get started. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen, and it looks like I need to turn on a little bit more light. So let me do that. Okay, that looks a little bit better. I'm a little bit brighter. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen with you, and we're going to go over the reasons that you should have a mailing list. Now, mailing list is called a lot of different things. It's called, let me get comfortable here in my seat. I'm just like all over the place. Okay, so a mailing list is also known as an email list. It's also referred to as a list. So you may have heard these terms thrown around. They all mean the same thing. Lead generation, that's another term that is sometimes thrown around. Leads. Now, when you become a subscriber to someone's list, what that means to the company is you might look at it as being a subscriber, but to the company, you are a lead. Especially if you have never bought anything from that company before, you are considered a lead. And that means from a sales perspective. So the goal for any business person is to take a visitor, someone who has visited the website or the blog or the shop or wherever people consume your content. You want to turn people from visitors into leads. So you want as many leads as possible. And some of the most successful companies have zillions and zillions of leads. They have lots of people that are on their list. Now you might be asking why. I still don't understand why I need a list, right? So a list is your audience. Your list is your audience, and they're the people who are interested. This is the thing. A list is a group of people who are interested in learning more about your products and services. So these are the people that want to hear your sales pitch. They want to know about your products. They want to know about your services. So these are the folks that you definitely want to build upon so that you can sell more, so that you can get more testimonials, so that you can get more, more credibility for your business. And, that's going to help your business to grow. So let's take a look. I'm going to share my screen and we're going to go through, why you should have a mailing list. So here is, of course, these are my notes that I always have every week. We're going to go through this, and then at the end, I will give you the information on the free resource. So let's go ahead and go through this list. It's about 7 reasons that you should have a mailing list. Sorry. Okay, so a mailing list is a method. It's basically a way that allows for widespread distribution of information. That's pretty much all it is. And this information is sent to your subscribers. So someone signs up, they visit your website. We're just going to use, a blog or a website as an example. But if someone is consuming your content on YouTube or through a podcast or through social media. Hopefully you have somewhere that you're sending them so that they can become a lead. But this is basically the goal, is to, distribute information. And it has to be the right kind of information. You can't just, send information out that says, buy my product, buy my product, buy my product. You have to send information out that is valuable to your audience. So you need to know who your audience is. Who are you trying to promote to? Who is your ideal customer? And so we're talking about that a little bit later on. But just really know that, from a consumer perspective, you've signed up for an email list. You know how they work from a consumer standpoint. Now it's time to learn about mailing lists from a business standpoint so that you can use them to leverage the power of the internet and grow your audience. Now, this is the main reason you want to have a mailing list, and that is to convert leads into customers. So we start out, as visitors. We land on someone's content. We decide that we like what we see and we want more information. We want to keep in touch with a company because we like what we see. We use the products and services that they provide. So we hopefully have a way to do that, and this is what I see missing from a lot of businesses. People are starting a business and maybe they have a little, small opt-in form on their sidebar that says, join my list, but it doesn't really tell people what they're going to get when they join your list. It doesn't really do anything. It just kind of sits there. So people, a lot of times they overlook it. Maybe back in the day, you could get away with that, just having a little small opt-in form. However, you need a lot more than that to really get your users, your visitors to opt in, because everyone is busy. Everyone is on the go. Nobody has time to hunt around and look around and guess and wonder. You have to really, tell people what they're going to get, how the list is going to help them, because we're on so many lists right now. So you have to make your list stand out from the crowd. And when you do that, then that really helps people to become a lead a lot easier. And then once they become a lead, then you can take them through what I call a pre-sales process that turns them into customers. But first you have to get them as a lead. Now, a lead is also, let me give you some more terminology. So, this thing about list building is full of terminology, but a lead is also a subscriber. So you're a subscriber from a consumer standpoint to a mailing list. You are a subscriber, but when it comes to the business side of it, you are considered a lead. So think about that. When you sign up for another mailing list, just know that to the company, you are a lead. So you go from being a visitor to the website or to the product page or wherever, you go from being a visitor to becoming a lead. And then once you become a lead, then you become hopefully a customer. Now, this can happen all in one day. I've seen people land on my website and purchase something. Now, when they purchase something, they go on my list. If someone makes a purchase, they go on my list. If you go to Walmart's website and you purchase something, if you've never been to their website before and you make a purchase, you are going to also become a lead. So in addition to becoming a customer, you are going to become a lead. And what will happen is you'll start getting emails about the topic or the area or the industry or the niche that you purchase. So for example, if you purchase groceries from Walmart and you give them your email address, they will probably start sending you emails about their grocery service. If you purchased a battery from Walmart, you will probably start getting emails about how to, keep your car maintained or something like that. But, companies of all sizes use mailing lists. But the thing that I see is that a lot of smaller, online companies, when they start out, they have no list or their list is very small. Now, you don't have to, the other thing, let me just say this before I move on. You don't have to have a gigantic list in order to earn. You have to have a list of motivated, engaged, qualified, um, and ready to buy leads. So people who are ready to buy, they're ready to make that purchase. If you have enough of those people in your pipeline, you are going to be able to promote and sell, promote and sell, promote and sell. But you don't do that just by going out and, sending people emails about buy my product, buy my product. There is a strategy that you need to use. So just remember, the reason you want to have a mailing list is to convert leads into customers. The other thing that you want to do is you want to help your readers navigate through your business. You want them to know who you are, what you do, and how you can help them reach their goals. So the more you help your customers reach their goals, or your potential customers reach their goals, the more they're going to help you reach your goals. You want people to know how they can do business with you. These are the steps. You take this step, and this step to do business with us. And then you tell them who you are as a company, what you do, and how you can help them. And those are the things that you can cover in your email. This is one of the things that I love about an email marketing system. And that is that it helps you to weed out people who are not interested in your products and services. So, we all have people that, they're kind of interested from a curiosity standpoint, but they're not interested from I'm going to support your business, or I'm going to buy something. They just want to know what you're doing. And you'll find that out about a lot of your friends and your family and people who, when you start posting things and you start living a certain lifestyle, they become curious, like, what's going on with so-and-so? Why are they able to take a vacation? And why are they able to do this? And why are they? So it's curiosity more than it's, I like your products and services. And so from that perspective, you want to weed those folks out. You want them to maybe become, a member of your list or a subscriber to your list. Figure out what you do, and then you want them to unsubscribe, because the only people that you really want on your list are people who like your products and services, like your company, like you, and people who are interested in moving forward in either learning about, what you do, becoming educated, becoming more involved in your company, versus people who are just kind of tire kickers. So your mailing list is going to help you do that. Those folks that are not interested will eventually just, unsubscribe. And that's okay. Your mailing list also helps to create the know, like, and trust factor. So your audience needs that in order to feel comfortable pulling out their wallet and making a purchase. So this is something that you definitely want to do. You want to nurture your relationship with your audience, with your subscribers, with your leads. You want them to really kind of understand that you're there to help them. You want to help them solve problems. You want to educate them. You want to inform them. You want to, show success stories. And we'll talk more about that here in a second. But you want to, show your audience, who your company is, who you are as a company. And then if you want to build a team. So this is where you really want to, have a very small blurb about, if you are interested in joining our team, and you've probably seen this in emails, if you'd like to join our team, this is how you go about doing it. And you kind of give them either a link or a couple of very, brief steps that they need to take in order to become a part of your team. So, for example, if you're in a network marketing company, you have a product part of your business, and then you also have a team aspect to your business. So you might want to spend a certain percentage of your time, maybe 20% of the time or 10% of the time, promoting your products. You want to have a very small blurb on your email, maybe at the very bottom of the email that says, to join our team, this is what you do. You may want to show things like success stories, team activities. Maybe if you guys get together on a regular basis and you have a team meeting, you might want someone to film one of your team meetings, just to kind of show people what is happening behind the scenes in your company. But if you want to build a team, a mailing list is a great way for you to build and grow your team. You also want to make it easy for those in your network, whether it's your friends, your family, business associates, to send you referrals. So maybe in your signature line, you might want to just put your name, your contact information, maybe your mailing address. Some people still use, regular US mail, but you definitely want to put your name, your email address, and then a link to sign up for your mailing list, because that's also a passive way, as you're doing business. And this is your business email. This is not your personal email, but when you're doing business and you're sending out emails to people, you want your people that you're doing business with to know how to sign up for your list. If they want to pass your information on to someone else, make it easy for them. So that link to your email subscription should be a part of your contact information. And that's a real passive way to, get more signups, more referrals. And you also in your emails want to make it easy for people to provide you with a testimonial. And then this is the last one. This is number 7. And this is really a big one as well. It helps you to increase productivity because it gives you the ability to leverage the internet to reach many people at one time. So if you have an audience, say for instance, you have a list of, even if you have 200 people on your list, imagine what you would have to do to set up meetings with 200 people. Or if you are having a Facebook Live or any other event, just imagine how much it would take to reach an audience of 200 people, let alone an audience of 2,000 people or an audience of 2 million people. All it takes is one click of a button and you can reach a very large audience of people all at one time because you have an email list. And so this is the thing that takes you, once you get your email list set up, you set it up, it runs on autopilot. So the way that you set your email up, you set it up and you forget it. Of course you go in and you tweak it, you improve it, you test things out, you see what works, what doesn't, and you're always improving your email marketing system. But this is the thing, it's a system. And so all of this stuff goes on behind the scenes. If someone wants to join your email list at 2 o'clock in the morning while you're asleep, then you can get a lead at 2 o'clock in the morning, and all of those, follow-up emails can be automated. And I think this is the piece that a lot of people are missing. A lot of business people, when they flip over from being a consumer to being a business owner, a lot of people are not understanding the power of email. You can set up an email series that goes out to all of your new subscribers. So someone joins at 2 o'clock in the morning, they can get your emails, they can get your welcome emails, they can go back and look at old emails, they can learn about your company, they can, buy your products, and all of that can happen before you even wake up the next day. While you're at your child's basketball game, you can, be getting leads while you're at your child's basketball game. If someone expresses interest, maybe you're out and about, maybe you're running errands, and someone expressed interest in your business, just send them a link to your email list and say, hey, this is something that I think will help you. Just, I'm going to send you this link. You just click on it. You put your name and your email address, and then your system takes care of the rest. So this is the power of email. The automation, the thing that you don't have to do is sit back. Those emails that you're getting from Walmart and, all the other companies that you're signed up with. No one is sitting around just typing out emails all day. They have that stuff on autopilot. And just think about all the customers that Walmart has. All of that is automated. And so that is something that you can utilize in your business as well. And I show you how to do that with my free guide. So this is basically the end of the training, but this is also where I refer you to your free resource. So your free resource, you can get it right here at innerwordservices.com/list-building. And that's going to give you all the information you need to set up your email system. So you'll have, all of the information that you need to get started. And really, if you don't have a list, if you have not started building your list yet, now is the time to get started. If you have a list, but it's really just kind of sitting there and it's not really doing anything, you can use this guide to, get some tips on how to get it spruced up, to get your list spruced up so that you start getting results. So I give you a lot of information, whether it's the background information on, how to identify your ideal customer. I give you a quick blurb about that, how to create a funnel. And we're going to talk more about creating a funnel next week. So look forward to that information as well. But you kind of get an introduction to funnel building in this guide. All of this stuff works together. And the more that you can zero in on your ideal customer, you can build a funnel, you can get your email list set up, you are going to be able to, generate a lot more sales, a lot more leads, a lot more sales, and a lot more referrals. The other thing that you want is you want repeat business. You don't want someone to just come to your site, make a purchase, and then you never see them again, even though they made a purchase. You want people that are engaged, enthusiastic, interested, and coming back to your site to get more. So let me go ahead and get back to my screen here. And I invite you to, get this download. It's basically a download. You can look at it on your tablet, your cell phone. You can get the PDF if you would like. And just, go through it very slowly at your own pace and get your email set up. Get your list set up, your list building system set up. And if you have questions, you can always reach me either on my blog or on this Facebook page. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off for now. I hope you got something out of this training session. You're going to get even more out of the free resource. So get signed up for that. And I will see you next week where we will talk about building a funnel. Okay, so have a good week and I will see you then. Bye-bye.